Now most of you will recognize this. It's the Svea 123 Climber Optimus. Comes with its own little pot, which is not very much use, really. Now in the past, you'll have seen that I've used the Trangia teapots to provide 2 pots. I've also used the Camping Gas Globetrotter pots in the past, which are a very good system. But what I always wanted to get would be a SIG Tourist shown here. These are no longer produced, and the second-hand ones are going for extortionate pricing. However, this is a Traveller 6-piece nesting cooker, which is a clone of the original SIG. As far as I know, these aren't produced anymore. It's a Taiwanese company who also made a clone of the Svea 123, probably in the same factory. And I managed to pick up this for a fraction of the price of a SIG Tourist, with some added bonuses. So as you can see, it's still boxed. In its original box, which is a bonus. Its original strap, which hasn't broken, which is excellent. And these are very similar, almost an exact copy of the ones that came with the SIG. We have a stepped frying pan. I'll put that aside just now. Pot grab. A lower windshield. An upper windshield. And 2 pots that can be set one on top of the other, with the frying pan acting as a lid. I'll show you this from the side. Hopefully you can see that. Now I doubt very much if I would be using it in this fashion, but it means, like with the Trangias, you have nesting pots and they can be used to cook or keep something warm while you cook something, while you boil something else. Now it did come with an alcohol burner, not a Trangia, but a very good copy. And as an added bonus, this one has the old style flip over simmer ring, which I've always wanted. It will fit onto a Trangia, no problem. Bit of retro tech. And it just fits snugly into the top part of the windshield, and it works like a rudimentary storm cooker. It's a very snug fit, which is good. I'll just get it out if I can and put it to the side, as we won't be needing that. Now we have a close look at the base of this. We can see that there's an indentation. Now we remove the upper windshield of the Trangia. I've already taken off the key, as I usually have mine attached to the upper windshield and it won't work in this system. Here we have the Svea. Perfect fit in the bottom. It has little indentation. That fits perfectly. Line that up. And there we have it. We can operate this as a windshield with pots or pan over the top. I'll move these out of the way. For now, I will only be using the smaller pot and the lid. Now we'll just make sure we have fuel in this. Yep, that's us equalised any pressure. Just put that on. We'll prime it with alcohol today. This has previously been primed with priming paste, but the alcohol is just as easy. These little dosing bottles are excellent for priming fluid. It's just bioethanol. Now, do I put this on and prime it? Or do I prime it and then put this on before I start it? Good question. I think if I prime it without this, it will make sure that this stays nice and shiny. Let's see how we do. Lights off. There you can see we have a rolling boil. And mine always shuts off. Always has a little bit coming through the valve. I'll probably have to sort that. Now, that was just under 3 minutes. 2 minutes 54 seconds to get the water boiling. The Svea 123R works very well, very hot. Now you see sitting in there. I can move that on and off. I have a complete Cookset and a different type of windshield and stand. Just something slightly different and something that I always wanted to have. I hope you enjoyed the video. We all know what the Svea is like, but not all of us have seen these sort of Cooksets. Is it as good as the Sig Tourist? I don't know. It seems to be almost an exact copy. So until the next time, bye-bye.